Okay, everybody, welcome to Arbel National Park. And there's the sign right there. Let's get a good shot of it. And I came here shooting right before the rain started. And this is now about a couple days before the end of 2020. And Arbel National Park is known for a few things. Number one, when King Herod was appointed king of Judea by Rome, not everybody agreed with him that he would be king, and he had to fight a civil war. And the die-hard anti-Roman faction in Judea back then were the good old boys in the Galilee. So they held up in the cliffs just down from where we're going to be. You can see where the cliffs were here. And this is a picture. And the way Herod got them out was Herod built these boxes you see here. And like it shows here in the picture, drops them down, and the Rome and his soldiers in the boxes open the gate and kill the rebels. So that's what was going on. So we're going to, and this is what Arbel looks like. There's a good shot of Arbel, the cliffs, the Arbel Mountains. And what we're going to do now is take a walk to the lookout. It's a very pretty walk, but you can see the trail marking here. Now what's interesting, this is the Israel trail marking. That orange dot, that's the Jesus Trail. So the Jesus Trail is a project of two acquaintances of mine, an Israeli named Ozinon and an American, David Landis. David is the one who edited my first edition. And it's about a kilometer walk. I'm gonna turn it lower. You can see the Israelis here. It's a Sunday, which is like a Monday in America, and it's a work day. Even though we've got the corona, you can see the people not wearing their masks. So here I am without the beard. Hi, everybody. And you'll notice that everything is green. That's because in the middle of December, we're in the rainy season, and we had some good rains, and there is the mountains of Galilee there we see in the distance. And I was talking about the Jesus Trail. The Jesus Trail is a 5-day hike, and there are places where you stay each night, starting in Nazareth and ending up in Capernaum, or Capernaum, however you want to pronounce it. And this is where 2,000 years ago, we're going to go look and see mountains of Galilee. And take a look at the beautiful cliffs. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just put this on fast forward. So let me stop. Okay, everybody, here we are on top of the mountain, on top of these cliffs, and you see we have a wonderful view of the Sea of Galilee. The city of Tiberias there in the distance, and opposite us, the Golan Heights. The Sea of Galilee is actually a lake. We called it Lake Kinneret. Kinnar is a harp because it's shaped like a harp. I don't know how they knew that back then, but I guess they did. And where I'm going to go now is to walk to the very, very end here. It's a little bit muddy, but and when I do the tour with you, this is the way I go. Now, these people might have come up from the bottom. There's a trail all the way down there. Here, take a look. There's a trail all the way down there that you can walk up here. But the reason I'm actually walking this way is I want to get up. There we are. Where these people are here. And we're actually not that high above sea level. As a matter of fact, I think we're below sea level here. That's the kind of strange thing. But the reason I want to walk all the way over here, let me just go to the very edge here, is because I want to see about, for my Christian friends, we have Christmas coming up. You know whose birthday, right? And what we see is Jesus' ministry here. We see down there are houses with red roofs, and that is more or less the place of a town called Magdala. Right down there is Magdala, right down there. And as we go further up, we get to Capernaum, and then we get to just the areas of where Jesus' ministry was. We just finished Hanukkah, and I think it's important to know that at the town of Magdala, the oldest synagogue in Galilee was found, 1st century, so it predates Jesus by a couple generations. For those of you who in the know, about around the time of Rabbi Akiva. And if we look over, let me see if I can get over there, but if we look over down that way, kind of hard for you to see in this because this is a wide angle lens, but down there is a 3rd century synagogue, 3rd, 4th century AD synagogue, CE synagogue. Behind us, this is called Arbel National Park. Behind us is the Arbel Synagogue. The land was dotted with little synagogues, and Jews did not pray in the synagogues. The place of worship for Jews 2,000 years ago was Jerusalem, the temple in Jerusalem. But what was important for the people here was on Saturday, they would go to synagogue and hear the law read. Now you have to remember, 90% of the people back then, I'm talking about the Jews, were illiterate, but they had the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, probably committed to memory. When children went, they learned prayers like the Shema Yisrael, and back then we believe we had 18 prayers, the 18 benedictions, the Shema Nestle, and so religion, belief was very important for the Jews back then. So interesting that the town of Magdala right down there, and we can see the Sea of Galilee just full of water. We've had great rains. Just look at this beautiful view here. The Golan Heights on the other side. So I'm Jacob Firsel. This was a very, very quick tour of Arbel. I'm going to try to keep these videos short. I think 30 minutes is too long for a tour video. We're going to keep them shorter. So from beautiful Arbel, let me just say on a positive note that today is Sunday, and on Wednesday I'm getting my first vaccine. So the light at the end of the tunnel is there. So hopefully we'll, in another half a year, maybe even less, you'll be able to hop on a plane and come to Israel and visit sites and Those of you that have had the vaccines and probably without children, it's going to be a while before, but you can take kids. I think it's going to, unless they've been inoculated too. But that's so far what we know. So everybody, to my Christian friends, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. To my Jewish friends, I hope you lose the weight from all the Hanukkah potato pancakes, the latkes, and the sufganiyot, the jelly donuts. I'm trying to. Bye-bye now.